Hello and welcome to episode 17 of Master League Story Mode. Now, forgive my glumness, but it's been a tricky week for me, and for Tim actually. It's the problem with Master League Story Mode, and the way that I record it is, I recorded the last one on Sunday evening, and we had two really poor games. We had a draw, and then our first loss of the season against QPR, which was a massive kick in the balls for both myself and Tim. And then the problem is, you want to get straight back on the horse, you want to get straight back into it, but I have to wait until today, which is Wednesday evening, for my second recording. I mean, I don't have to, but I tend to. So in the time since the last episode, I've been, just crying, mainly curled up in the fetal position. And when not doing that, I've been putting together this little montage of how Tim feels and how I feel. I think it sums it up pretty well.
Disappointed.
Yeah, very disappointed.
Yeah, it's disappointing. We're bitterly disappointed.
We're disappointed, obviously, with the result.
Disappointed, obviously, with the result.
But anyway, let's forget about that, because we've got some negotiations to deal with, and we've got a game against Nottingham Forest coming up, who are fourth in the league, so they're going to be no pushover. So let's take a look at how we're doing in terms of negotiations. Actually, I don't think we've got anything to look at the moment. As I mentioned last week, we are going to wait and see what prices come back for these two excellent players that we've got on the horizon. Morone and Taider. Two great, strong, young-ish central midfielders, defensive midfielders, who will add a bit of steel, potentially replacing Danny Guthrie, who is ageing. These two are of a higher quality. Oh, yep. We've had some action here. Looking forward to maybe signing one of these two. Let's see how much they're going to cost. Okay. That's doable. With the sale of Guthrie. That's less doable. 6 million for Taider. I do like the look of Taider, though. He can't play at centre-back, which we would have liked, but potentially we can bring in someone else to replace Kilgallen. But Taider has got such great passing, great ball control and dribbling. As a central midfield replacement for Guthrie, he's got everything we need. Great body balance, good ball winning. I mean, we're going to have to see what we can do in terms of negotiate. That's a shame. 74% chance. Well, we're going to have to take the risk. I don't think we can afford him otherwise. Can't see that going through. Oh, I don't know about that now. Oh, well, I think we've got to do that now anyway. We'll see how that goes. Right, so we're back into the action now. We need to come back strongly here. Let's see how the team's looking in terms of form. We've had two difficult games, and this should really be a test of Tim Sherwood's motivation. Everyone's looking good. Ulari on a blue. That's a shame. I think I'm going to actually... Thinking about it. I'm going to drop Ulari. I'm going to bring in Ben Marshall. Going to give him one more chance here. Put Ng out on the left. Pull Veretout back slightly. Play Bakali, attacking midfielder, behind Jordan Rhodes. Slightly different. Back to our old formation, really. So there we go. Slight change there, but we should be alright with that. Ulari's tired and on a blue, so I think that was the right choice. Come on, Blackburn, let's get into it. So here we go, back at Ewood Park after a difficult away loss, the first loss of the season against QPR. This is a big game. Nottingham Forest are a side that are performing very well. They're fourth in the league. They are somewhere approaching 10 points behind us. But we need to bounce back here. Tim has got them riled up after, as he mentioned at the beginning of the episode, a disappointing 2 games. Here we go. Ben Marshall, there he is. He's been given a rare start. He's really playing for his career here. So anything that he can do will really help. So we're off. Guthrie, another potential transfer target. Mendes skips past Veretout into Oliveira. Hanley comes out too quickly. Ward steps inside. That's nice, but the ball over to Mendes. Is it too strong? It's not. He just about collects. Spurring on Oliveira into Carly Basilio. Oh, good block. Carly, little trick. Rhodes. Sees the run of Marshall. He's got ahead of his man here. Can he cut it back to Jordan Rhodes? And it's 1-0. Great play by Marshall. Rhodes and Marshall linking up as they did in the first 2 or 3 games before Bakali came in and stole his place. But we're off to a great start here. That's exactly what we needed, an early goal. Tim Sherwood, absolutely delighted with that start. It's a good run from Marshall. He's on a red. Pulls his run back slightly just to stay onside. Steps back inside and it's a simple ball to Rhodes. He does not miss from there. I've said that a lot this season, but it is true. Great start. That's what we needed. Come on, boys. Let's keep the pressure on here. It's a shame that we had to drop Ulari because I've been really enjoying the 4-4-2, but you know, we started with this formation, so it's not completely alien to them. That's poor from Danny Guthrie there. Spurs stay with Mendes. Good turn from Mendes. The ball in to Oliveira. Oh, he's put it just wide. Thank God. Mendes has been their danger man so far. He does really well to step away from Bakali, and then Veretout tries to run Spur down the line. He jumps in too easily. Veretout's tracked him back really well here, though. He gets around him. And another player. Hanley steps in, though. Finally, someone had to deal with him. Fox with a bit of space. Guthrie falls for the fake. Bakali slides in, but to no avail. Bakali's still there. It's good chasing from the young Belgian. Vera tries to step inside, but Hanley's well aware of what he had planned there, but he's given the ball away. No! Oh! Oh my God. 1-1. Hanley, what are you doing? He saw where the drag back was going. He won it back. Tried to take a touch, and then another touch inside, and he lost the ball. And it's 1-1. No, come on. We cannot drop points again. I'm not enjoying this formation. The 4-4-2 works so much better, but I can't be playing a tired Ulari on a blue. A hand has been forced here. Nottingham Forest were never going to be an easy side to play against. Rhodes nicks it away. Rhodes with the right foot finish. Oh, it's tipped just wide of the post by the keeper. Great play from Rhodes there. Putting the pressure on the defender. Sticks a leg out, wins it back. You'd fancy him from this position. Just tipped just round the left-hand post. Guthrie collects it well. Bakali with a bit of space to run into here. It's been ineffective. He keeps doing this, slowing the pace down. It's a good give and go there. Bakali into Ng. Yes! Come on! You beautiful, beautiful man. It's actually decent play there from Bakali. Just giving him a bit of shit. Been slowing the possession down. Not playing for the break, which is what we want. Look at that. He cuts back. But actually, it was a nice little give and go. And he's off on his bike. Rhodes just flicks it off to him. And it's a lovely weighted ball inside the defender from Ng. He wasn't going to miss. Henley in really well. Wins it back and he's got Marshall in space. Just Rhodes on the inside. But he's gone for Ng at the far post. We really need to stop doing that. Tommy Spur. Oh, he's hit that really well. Bakali with a short free kick into Henley. Scoops it up over, back out to Bakali. Can he get there? He can't, but he wins it back. Good battling there. Dances inside. Oh, but he's cut out. I don't know where he really planned on going there. Andy Reid able to launch the attack here. Ward's got ahead of Duffy. Duffy's struggling to get back. He's not the quickest, but he is strong. He gets in, wins it well. Takes it away nicely there. Good play from Duffy. Guthrie received the ball back. The ball's onto Rhodes. He's got ahead of Mills. It's got to be a goal here, surely, from Jordan Rhodes. Yes, it is. 3-1. That's more like it from Blackburn. Jordan, the Flying Scotsman, back on the score sheet. It was a great ball through from Danny Guthrie. Rhodes had exploited the space between the centre-backs. He got just ahead of his centre-back there. He'd come out too far. I think it was the left-back playing him on side. From this position, it looked like that touch might have been a little bit too strong. It's a calm finish. Flying Scotsman back on the score sheet with 2 goals. Blackburn hopefully back to winning ways. Great play from Ng. Nearly lost it. Uses his pace, his athleticism to get away from him. To Ben Marshall. Oh, couldn't quite get there. It's been a criticism of Marshall in the last few games. He's not been composed in front of goal. He's making himself get into good possessions. Ward streaks away from Henley. He's got space to run into here. He's got 3 Forest players in the middle. Out to Abasio, into Oliveira. Good. Well blocked by... Oh! Oh dear. 3-2. Come on. You can't be giving this away. Ward did well. Inside of Henley. The ball looked to have been dealt with here by Duffy, but it falls straight out to Oliveira with a first-time left-footed volley. It's a beautiful finish. Ball inside to Ulari. Couldn't quite get there. Surely that's the end of the game. It is. What a win. That's a massive, massive win for Blackburn. Arrested the slide in the last 2 games against a top 5 opponent in Nottingham Forest. Winning on home turf. Only just. It wasn't easy. 3-2. Look at that. A very, very even game there. 50% possession. So Jordan Rhodes back on form. Veretout didn't have a great game. I think that's because we pushed him back into central midfield, which is not really his best position. That's a massive win. We really needed that. Really needed that. Cements our position. 4 points clear. 11 points clear of Burnley at this point. That is big. That is big. We're cruising. We're not cruising. Sorry. Complacency. Shut up. So let's see how those negotiations went. Oh no, wait. It's the end of the month. Let's see how we did. 6 matches, 4 wins, 1 draw, 1 loss. It's not the best we've had. Jordan Rhodes with 8 goals. Look at that. 8 goals in 6 games. Veretout with 3. Bakali with 3. Ulari's goals have dried up a little bit in the last few games. But he's only young. He is learning. Rhodes consistently playing really well. Bakali, she's done alright. 2nd in average rating. That's good. Nothing much has changed in terms of team instructions, which is good. Veretout maybe stepping off slightly. We've typically seen him at the top of all of these charts. His passing especially does not seem to be doing very well. 54% pass rate. I wonder if that has anything to do with the change of formation. Bakali, clinical in front of goal. 3 goals out of 5 attempted. 60% strike rate is really good. Ulari, wasteful. But he's more than that. And look at that, aerial battles won. Only 2 there for Ulari, but you know, that's something that we can work on. Okay, good. That's positive. We're still in for Tyder, who is definitely the target. Let's see what we're working with. 5 million. Excellent. Okay. So I think that's a pretty straight swap. Let's just compare these two. Tyder, 77, 24 years old. Guthrie, 71, 29. Tyder, obviously, not a huge salary. Does want a goal bonus. That shouldn't be a problem. Appearance bonus, that's a shame, but I'll allow it. It'd be good to get Morone as well. We'll keep him there if we can get him as well, but maybe a standalone defensive midfielder would be better. So I think we're going to have to let a few players go here. So we're definitely going to have to get rid of Danny Guthrie. So, sad times. It's time for Danny to part ways. He's had a great career here. But anyway, I think it is time. It is time for Danny to go. 29 years old. We're never going to get 4.7 million from him. He's getting a move away to Spain. I'm not too bothered. There he goes. That puts us back in. And we should be able to sign him. Oh no, we can't yet. We should be able to sign him with a little bit more money. So I think we're going to have to let Ben Marshall go as well. He's tried. He really has tried. We don't need Evans and Lowe though. That's the thing here. There was always going to have to be some wholesale transfers, so we'll let him go out as well. Let's see if we can sign him yet. Not quite, not quite. So unfortunately, this is the sort of wheeler dealing you need to do to sign real quality. And I like Tyder, so he's coming in, definitely. Who else do we need to sell then? Looks like it could be old Kilgallen. 6 million, that should just about get us there. Nope, I think it's got to be Ben Marshall. We need the money. So let's see him go. There we go. So, let's get it done. There we go. That's a huge signing. Massive signing for Tim. A really great central midfielder who's going to progress. He's going to be a great player, definitely. 24 years old, maybe a little bit older than we would have liked. But in terms of a player found by our scout, he's got passing ability. He's got strength. He's got speed. He's an all-round great player. If you look at that, we've got a few stats down there. Ball winning, kicking power, explosive power. all on the edge of 75. So he could be a really solid player with just a little bit of training. So I'm really pleased with that. I've had to say goodbye to Ben Marshall. I'm not too bothered about that. We will keep Koita, though, as our stand-in. He's not as good as Ben Marshall, but he is a capable substitute. So I don't think we'll be able to sell him. Lowe, we're keeping as central midfield backup and as a stand-in right back. He's our only stand-in right back. Tommy Spur, we need to keep. Kilgallen, that's the only thing we can really try and do in the rest of this transfer window, is secure us another centre-back. And then we can get rid of Kilgallen, grab that 1.6 million. Jordan Rhodes is staying. Marone, I don't think we're going to be able to afford him. And then Olsen, not really worth selling. But, you know, as far as the transfer window go, bringing in Tyder, that's great stuff. Absolutely great stuff. And it looks like we will have him for the next game, which is really exciting. Safir Tyder, Algerian international, central midfielder, a destroyer, bought in from Bologna. He's only 24 years old, but I think he's got room to progress. I'm really looking forward to bringing him into the team. It's been a shame to let those 3 players go. I mean, that is saddening, actually. Really is saddening. They've been a big part of our success this season, but Marshall has found himself really surplus to requirements. He's struggled to get a game. For the money we were offered, he was worth letting go. Evans is a tough one. There's always been a bit of a battle between Evans and Lowe for that secondary central midfield position. But since we've moved to a 4-4-2 with a holding midfielder and Veretout just in front, we don't really have much need for him. We don't need Lowe and Evans. Unfortunately, Evans was the one to go because Lowe is a more adaptable player. He can play it right back, which we need. And this is the toughest one. Danny Guthrie, one of the original Blackburn players, scorer of the goal of the season, an absolute meathead in midfield. He's broken up many a passage of play and launched us on the counter-attacks, which have been the mark of our season. But I feel like they were worth the sacrifice for Safir, who I think is going to be a real mountain for us. And he's going to be Premier League quality, which is what we're building towards here. We've got to remember that. So we're away from home against Middlesbrough. This will be a tough game, absolutely. Tyder coming in straight away on a yellow. He's looking strong. What footed is he? He's right-footed. Good. Jordan Rhodes, not looking great up front. So it's interesting to see that with those players leaving, we've got 3 players on downward arrows. That was always going to be the case. You know, you've got to ruffle a few feathers, and Tim, not afraid to do that. Steele on a downward. We'll bring him out. Henley, not looking great either. Luckily, we've got Lowe. And Jordan Rhodes, we're just going to play there because we don't have anything better at the moment. We are looking a little bit light up front, but we've got a decent mix of players left. Not too concerned. So there's been a lot of turmoil at the club. 3 established Blackburn players, 3 original Blackburn players from this season, coming in to be replaced by one, Safir Tyder. There he is, or there he is again. Great mohawk. He's not a tall man, but he's a strong, dynamic player. He's the sort of player we need. So off we go. First touch straight away for Tyder. It's probably going to take a while to get into the team, to fit in with the squad, but looking forward to seeing what he can do. Here's Bakali. Gets away from Williams, in between his man, into Veretout. Oh, Veretout can't keep it though, but it's a foul. Brought back by the keeper. I mean, by the ref. It's a low ball into the new signing, Tyder. Steps away really strongly. Ball into Ulari. That's a nicely weighted ball, actually. Ulari couldn't quite deal with it. It's going to take a while to build up those relationships. Good ball through. Stuani. Hanley's in. Oh, he doesn't quite get the ball away. Is it going out? Yes, it is. Ulari can he get his head in it for the first time in the game. He can. Great ball in into Tyder. Tyder gives it away. Oh, it's beautiful 1-2 play there. Rose on his own, left foot finish at the keeper, but he finishes again calmly with the left foot. What downward blue arrow, he says, as he wheels away. Been a bit of a flat start to this game, but Rhodes able to capitalise on a goalkeeping error there. He palms the ball back into his path. It's good build-up play there. The ball from Ulari should have really gone to Veretout. Veretout decides it's not for him. Rhodes storms through, tries to finish with the left. Luckily palmed right back into his path. Oh, good tackle though from Middlesbrough. Veretout, clever play. Steps away from his man. Into Tommy Spur. Out to Tider. Good ball inside. Ulari shows the strength that we know him for. Into Veretout. Can he chip the ball out to... Oh, he had Veretout on the far post. Good play all round here. Oh, Ulari. Don't want to be messing with him there, mate. Good header from Henley. It's back into Tider. The new signee gets away. It's his first burst into the area. He couldn't quite get away from his man. Good play though from Tider. Surging from midfield. Oh, and that's another great tackle from Tider. He's got the pace. Oh, the ball's slightly off target. Good couple of minutes there from Tider. Showing why we've had to sell so many players to bring him in. Ooh. That's a bit of a dive there. Good half from Blackburn, a little bit scrappy. Difficult match really. Middlesbrough not showing much in terms of attacking play. But Blackburn getting the important goal. Yeah, it didn't feel like we had much possession. But we did have the shots, that's what counts. Middlesbrough yet to trouble Eastwood. Rhodes good closing down there. Giza press in effect here. Back to 4-4-2. This is where we need to be. Great tackle from Ulari. You've got to be watching for him. Ball into Rhodes. Can he get a shot away? He can't. It's good defending. Oh, they just about get it clear. Ball out to Williams. Got Bakali tracking him. It's a good little pass and he's away. The ball played back. It's a foul from Veretout. Referee says play on. You're not getting past Ng that easily. He's got far too much pace for that. Good play from Tider. Clears it up. Oh, it's a lovely little bit of play from Bakali there. Takes it down the line. Needs to do something with it now. Oh, look at this. He's offside, is he? He's not. Spur into Ulari. Oh, straight against the keeper. Tider couldn't get there and he's lost the ball. Ng, professional foul there. Stops the break. Well played from Ng. Lovely bit of play from Bakali down the wing there in the build-up to the Ulari chance. Couple of little skill moves that we've not seen a huge amount in the last few games. 1-0, a bit of a precarious scoreline here. Need to be finishing this game off. The ball inside's really nice. Hanley, great tackle. Oh my word. DePena. Thought he was through there. It's a lovely little ball inside. Potentially going in, but Hanley, captain's tackle. It's out for a corner though. No, what? What happened there? Stuani bundles it in from the corner. It's 1-1. No one could get it away. Hanley went up for the header. Fell into a crowd of players. No one able to deal with it. Tider. Looking to drive through, but the pass is off. Middlesbrough another chance here. He's got Stuart Downing alone. Duffy cuts that out really well. Early ball into Rhodes, who's able to turn. Get inside of Callas. Can he get there? He can't. Middlesbrough doing a good job of passing their way out here. Taifa not a good tackle there. Tider even looks for the ball over low, but he can't get there. Oh, Duffy straight back into him. Can he win it back? He can. Oh my god. Tider couldn't win it back. This is not looking good. Oh, no way. No, 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 no. Oh, just panic all over the place there. What am I doing? Eastwood, the standing keeper. Hanley, yellow carded. Oh, Downing. Straight into the keeper. Handed a lifeline there. Veretout. Oh, we can't get it clear. This is just... I feel like the game is upon us now. And G wins it back. Into Veretout. Looking for the run. There's no one there with him. Oh, he can't get it away, and Aliala nicks it back. Veretout had to put in a tackle there to stop the play. Oh, yellow card for Veretout. This has been a scrappy game. Definitely would take the 1-1 here, if anyone's asking. Koita the substitute. Oh, he's fouled there, surely. God, takes a bit of pressure off. Right, let's see if we can get a high ball into Ulari. Get the knockdown here. Ulari gets the knockdown, but Koita not able to get to it. Oh, Ulari. Another big tackle there. 3 minutes to go. I can't believe we're saying this, but I would settle for the draw here. Middlesbrough putting difficult balls in, testing. Taylor does well. Not seen much of him this season. Oh, and geez, dispossessed. Oh, no, no, no. Downing. Oh, he brings it back inside. Spur. Oh. Eastwood just about gets to it. No, and it's 1-1. It's a disappointing game there, and I'm starting to wonder whether I sold too many players. That is the headline for this one. Tyder had a decent game. He broke up some play, some decent passes. But actually what we were missing were a few substitutes, because we sold them all. For fuck's sake, what was I thinking? Okay, so another draw. Not great. Tyder with a 6 on his debut. Actually, it was Ulari and Bakali who had difficult games. Okay, so another draw. That's unfortunate. It's 5 draws now. We're only 2 points ahead of Hull City. Still 11 points ahead of Burnley, which is what really counts. Okay, that's about what we've got time for. I'm starting to think maybe I've sold too many players. Let me know if you think that's the case. I think it probably is. Hopefully we can bring in a couple of players to plug at least the Ben Marshall-shaped hole, which is a substitute attacking player, which we're really lacking now. Other than that, I'll see you in a bit.